this is my recap for the anime The Little Master's Better Life. If you like my recaps, please consider liking the video. The story begins as the girl is desperately running through a forest trying to get away from some disgustingly hideous monsters. These beasts are way too good at hunting though and easily run her down. However, just before she becomes dog food, a spear stops the creatures from having her for lunch. A bunch of warriors arrive on the back of giant wolves and they are led by our fearless protagonist named Wong. He tells the others that he will handle the situation, and his loyal right-hand man tells the others to watch and learn. Wong begins his magical spell, amazing the girl, and he is surprised to see that these monsters know fear. His ice attack nearly slices the girl up, but she survives. The monsters are defeated and the girl is in disbelief of the impressive attack. Afterwards, Wong has a dream of a girl telling him that they will get married, but he wakes up to find that he was getting a little too close to his general. The general points out that the girl they saved is a bit too skinny, and he wonders if they will just use her to feed their wolves. Our protagonist isn't a psychopath though, and goes to meet with her. The girl is amazed by how the place has furniture that was made in the human realm, and determines that this dude that saved her must be super wealthy. Wong thinks in his head that she is beautiful, and she thinks in her head that he is really handsome. She thanks them for saving her life, but Wong points out that she is super weak and wonders what she was doing in the dangerous forest. Her and her companions were searching for a rumored spirit bird called the white hawfinch. They wanted to obtain its beast core to cure the illness of their sect seniors. They failed their mission because they are weak and powerless, but Wong reveals that he has many cores and he will give her one. He stops the eager girl from celebrating way too soon though, and explains that he isn't in the business of giving things away for free. Wong explains that someone from her group will have to stay and serve him for 6 years, while the other two can leave. 6 years is a crazy long time, but she is determined to repay his kindness, and decides that she will be the one to stay. Wong is glad to hear that and reveals that her two companions decided that she would be the one to stay as well. Lin introduces herself and begins explaining her origin story when Wong asks about it. However, he isn't impressed at all since she could not be any more average. Wong really breaks down how weak she is since he knows that she can't even fly, which means she must be below the golden core stage. Lin is even weaker than he thought when she reveals that she is in the origin returning stage, so he gets pretty bored by her. Lin finally gets frustrated with all the insults and blows up. She concedes that even after decades of cultivating, she hasn't gotten anywhere. She has studied alchemy for 10 years, but she still blows up the furnace. She bursts into tears as she is already 40 years old and she calls herself pathetic. Wong tries to calm her down, but she only gets more dramatic. Lin apologizes to her late mother while conceding that she should have listened to her and married a successful man in the mortal world. She regrets pursuing cultivation and immortality, so she continues her overly dramatic breakdown. Our boy Wong doesn't know what to do, so he passes the situation off to his general, and the general passes it off to some guard. The guard doesn't want to do it either, so Lin just goes overboard with the drama and wants to end herself. Wong finally steps up to promise her that as long as she serves him, he will help her improve her life, and she finally calms down. Before they do anything though, Wong oddly explains that she needs to touch his hand first. Lin prepares herself as she thinks that Wong might be trying to do something bad to her, but he really just wants her to touch his hand. As she prepares to touch him, she wonders if this is some kind of ritual. Wong wonders if her touch will break something, and the other guys wonder if women from the human realm will be different from the ones in their realm. The suspense builds as she finally touches his hand, but our boy Wong just ends up passing out. Afterwards, Wong waits to some locals, but only ends up getting frustrated. Lin arrives, but he doesn't want to talk about what happened. Wong has his men make the place a little more comfortable, and he casually uses magic to frost up some drinks. Wong explains that he just needs her to help him learn about the mortal realm, and he will give her corresponding rewards. He explains that he plans to one day check out the mortal realm, and Lin thinks that makes him really cool. However, in Wong's mind, he's just trying to figure out a way to cure his strange illness. That night, Lin tries to make Wong a map of the entire mortal realm, but he keeps interrupting her to wonder why she isn't eating. She explains that she is fasting, but he just annoys her as he has more questions about mortal realm cultivation. He comes up with an idea to combine the techniques of their two realms, so he has her draw some talisman even though she explained that she isn't very good at it. Lin is pretty proud of herself when she finishes, but is shocked when she sees how many Wong has made. Wong then wonders how much she knows about a certain incantation, but she is completely lost. She is also really embarrassed at how much more advanced he is and tells him that she will get back to him on that after she studies the scrolls. Wong has gotten tired though and has Lin touch his hand so he can pass out. Lin studies the night away, so Wong must wake her up in the morning as she is sleeping like a pig. Lin gets upset, but they are both shocked when Wong seems to be absorbing spiritual energy. Absorbing spiritual energy right after the first meditation is unheard of, so Lin determines that he must be truly talented at cultivation. The pain causes him to cough up blood, but Wong tells her to stay back. He is fine, but he wonders if human cultivation techniques conflict with star summoning techniques. Just then, Wong hears from his mother, who wonders why he is trying to cultivate human realm techniques. Wong explains that unlike the star summoning techniques, which emphasize spiritual power, the techniques of the human realm focus equally on essence, energy, and spirit. Wong just wants to cure his illness, and he doesn't want to affect their clan. His mother warns him that what he is doing is disrespectful to the Starry Lord, but Wong is determined to practice the techniques of the human realm. She gives him her blessing, and immense power begins surging from his body. She then gives him a necklace that will hide his power from the Starry Lord. His mother explains that once Wong reaches the foundation establishment stage, the Starry Lord's temple won't be able to hinder him. Until then, he must never reveal the techniques of the human realm in their realm, or there will be huge trouble. Lin has no idea what just happened, so Wong reveals that his mother is the chief senior sun priest of the Starry Lord's temple. Afterwards, Wong takes his walking challenge grandma for a walk. Wong explains that he will be having his chief trial soon and wonders if his father will be returning. His father is still handling business with some other tribe, but negotiations aren't going well, so it might be a while. This happy old lady points out to Wong that the first trial for the future chief is to fight a 300-year-old thornback beast. However, his father demanded the capture of a 1,000-year-old one instead. Wong is certain that his father is doing it to make him tougher, but the sneaky old grandma reveals that she instructed the soldiers to injure the beast a little. The two are obviously very close, and she is glad to have a grandson like Wong. Her last wish is for Wong's strange illness to be cured, and she reveals that the general told her about Lin. Unfortunately, Wong explains that the human realm girl didn't cure him, but he assures her that he will figure it out. She wants him to have plenty of children, so he promises not to let her down. The next day, Lin is amazed to see how tough our boy looks as he is prepared for the trial. Lin wishes him luck, and he emerges from his home to be greeted by hundreds of adoring fans. Wong makes his way through the village and arrives to find that several guards are having a really hard time holding back the beast. The trial begins and the guards get out of there as fast as they can. Wong is left there with his loyal wolves, and the beast is just moments away from breaking free. Everyone cheers in the distance, but Lin wonders why a shooting star would appear on such a nice day. The beast finally breaks free, and Wong charges at it with no fear at all. Just then, Wong's mother senses something terrible, and the beast stops its attack. The wolves whimper in absolute fear, and Wong is terrified when he sees the ball of fire falling from the sky. It's approaching rapidly, so the village people run for their lives, and Grandma says that it's a blessing of the Star Lady. I guess it's not really a blessing though, as she wonders why this would be happening to them. The fireball crashes right in front of Wong, and the entire town is covered in smoke. A gigantic monster can be seen in the dust, and the ferocious monster that Wong was supposed to fight runs away scared out of its mind. Wong has no clue what is happening, and we get our first look at the terrifying demon. Thanks for watching my recap, subscribe and ring the notification bell for future parts.